Welcome back, everybody. This is NoDak Express Gaming. My name is Adam, and today we're playing Judged, a court simulator, available on Steam. As you can see, we have some MS Paint background here. That's all right. Turn in-game clock on for those who like a challenge. Your Honor, the defendant was caught speeding by a city officer. We urge Your Honor to throw the book at the defendant. The defendant asserts that this court lacks jurisdiction over him. Observed speed 63, speed limit 40, license plate. I don't really know what to make of that. The case of Rudolph Flag versus the state's attorney. Your Honor, although the defendant was not speeding, he was cited for an improper taillight. As the defendant was driving the car, it doesn't matter who the car is registered to for defendant to be guilty. Defendant's attorney. My client was unaware that his taillight was out. Since he does not own the car, he cannot be expected to be aware of its required maintenance. Seems convictable. Case of Dan Start versus the state. State's attorney. The defendant was pulled over after a call was placed to the police department from a driver who noticed the defendant consuming a mini bottle at a stoplight. Your Honor, this witness acted as a government agent and had no right to functionally search the defendant's car by seeing what he was doing. Your Honor, the alcohol was in plain view. This is an exception to the warrant requirement for searches, and the citizen is not a government agent merely because they report a crime. 5 cases remaining. Favor with the governor at 58%, and I only overturned 1 on appeal. I guess that's good in this game? I don't know if I'm supposed to be getting more favor with the governor. I'm guessing so. We're clearly seeing some repeats here, so let's just convict everybody and see what happens. So clearly the way to get promoted is just to convict, obviously. Finally got something other than like a DUI or a random person walking down the highway. Well, we're going for promotions here, so let's see what the governor thinks about this one. Apparently, that was the wrong answer. No problem. These things happen. We'll get it next time. I'm motivated. Convict, convict, convict. The case of Elena Pagliarini. There we go. Getting some more original names here. Oh, it's Elena again. Well, I'm over 100% favor with the governor at this point. So that's good. Maybe. You got a murder. Whoa. To Beverly Perdue versus the state's attorney. The state brings charges against the defendant in this matter for murder. The victim and defendant were drinking at a local pub. They were seen by others getting into a shouting match and leaving the pub. A short time later, police patrolling the parking lot found the victim with multiple stab wounds. The defendant was found bloody and running down the street. This is an open and shut case. Defendant's attorney. After leaving the pub, the shouting match turned physical. My client was being beat mercilessly. Fearing for her life, she retrieved her pocket knife and started swinging wildly. She ran from the lot because she believed he was still after her. My client was in fear for her life, and the state cannot prove otherwise. She is not guilty. I mean, the defendant's blood type being B positive. With the blood found at the scene, I mean, that could be the victim's blood. Oh, got overturned on appeal on that one. I don't know what happened. Oh, we got a dog case. Interesting. Stabbing a man. Guilty. Got a directed verdict motion here. Case of Amy Venta versus the state. An elderly woman was found beaten and bruised in a hospital. She has brought suit against the hospital for negligence in allowing people to gain access to her room and has stated she locked her door every evening. The defendant hospital has moved for a directed verdict. How do you rule on the motion? Why is the defendant the state? I guess it must be a state-owned hospital. And how did she lock her door? What kind of hospital was this? The case of Julie Ilhenfeld versus the state plaintiff's attorney. A local business owner runs a perfumery downtown. Although the vast majority of people do not smell anything from the perfumery, my client is hypersensitive to chemicals used in its production. His ailment from these chemicals leaves him bedridden. We bring suit for nuisance. Defendant's attorney. Your Honor, my client lawfully owns and operates his perfumery. He has obtained all of the relevant permits and he utilizes state-of-the-art scrubbers to purify the air in conformity with all required regulations. We cannot stop businesses for the sensitivities of a few. I need an option for who to pick. Who wins? Going with the business. Oh, code error. All right. Crashed again. Did not like the perfumery case. Here we go. All right. Well, we got drastically high gubernatorial approval there, but never got any promotion. So let's see what happens if we just acquit everybody. DUI. Taillight out. This defendant was seen drunkenly wandering around a school playground late one evening. Yeah, quit. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Obviously not when kids are there, you creep, but, I mean, wide open spaces, right? Oh, here we go. Defendant was at a gas station pumping gas when she left the gas pump nozzle inserted in her car as she tried to drive away. Her actions caused the gas main to rip out, spewing gas across the property. Subsequent discussion with the defendant led the responding officer to believe she was intoxicated and a breathalyzer was utilized. Nope, she was totally sober. The state bar is dismayed at your judicial discretion. They have revoked your law license. Better luck in private practice. I don't think you can go into private practice if you don't have a law license. Well, anyway, okay. All right. Gotta do better.
Run.
All right.
Denied.
Really? Okay, a few deep breaths later, and I want to try and get back to the Superior Court where I'm actually dealing with more than just DUIs and whatnot. So I'm going to try it one more time. Finally. The driver was inebriated. Driver was arrested. Defendant secure. Oh my gosh. Alright, that's gonna do it for this quick look at Judged, a court simulator. Got some really interesting ideas here. I hope that we get some bug fixes and whatnot, and maybe the opportunity for that sandbox mode that's grayed out on the title menu. At any rate, this is NoDak Express Gaming. My name is Adam, and we'll see you next time.